Hi, I'm Rebecca Davis. A weird, scary, and interesting. Since we are in December and there's lots of December holidays going on this month, today's topic is Ghost Stories for the Holidays 2025 edition. Since like always, since I started this channel, each year we have so far learned about some ghost stories around the world. Okay, for a refresher, since it's been a while since I told you about ghost stories for the holidays, I'll do a refresher of somewhat it is. Ghost stories is a story involving ghosts or ghostly circumstances intending to be suspenseful and scary. Ghost stories for the holidays lies in connection to ancient winter traditions, confirming mortality during the year's darkest time. Because around this time of season that it gets really dark really early. And exploring deeper themes of memory and loss and renewal within the cozy setting of family gatherings. As popularized by the Victorian writers like Charles Dickens, with blended spooky tales with a holiday spirit, like we seen in Charles Dickens's story of the Christmas Carol, and we have Ebenezer Scrooge's former partner Marley's ghost show up in that tale to warn him that during the night he will have a visit of 3 ghosts. Christmas past, ghost of Christmas past, ghost of Christmas present, and the ghost of Christmas future, which the ghost of Christmas future is mainly looks like the Grim Reaper. So that little Victorian tale with having ghosts in it made it really ghostly, and the idea of telling ghost stories around this time of year. Okay. They served as a reminder of the past, honoring deceased loved ones, and adding depth beyond murmurant by confronting fears alongside hopes. Okay. Now, we are going to hear about 11 ghost stories from around the world on this channel. Yeah, so it's season 1. We heard about 9 last season. Season 2 was 10. This season, I'm gonna tell you 11 ghost stories that are from around the world. Okay. A little drink of the Pepsi and let's get into it. Okay. Okay. Number 1 is beliefs in spirits and the supernatural from the Dominican Republic of the Congo. So we're going to start off in Africa this time. Okay. Beliefs in spirits and the supernatural in the Dominican Republic of the Congo, or the country for short is DRC. Are widespread are associated with a significant amount of fear, anxiety in daily life, largely due to the corporation of witchcraft. It's a little bit in brackets here. It's Kin Okai, being blamed for misfortune and illness and death. This is not simply abstract folklore. It has social, personal, it has social and personal conquest. Okay. Oh, thanks. Okay. Sorry I stopped in the middle of that. I thought to clean the back here. Okay. There you go. We got a little ghost story from the Dominican Republic. Okay, our second one is Llorona. Llorona from Ecuador. So we're going from Africa to Latin America, like South America. Okay. La Llorona, the Weeping Woman, is a widespread Latin American legend, and while often associated her with Mexico, but Ecuador has its own version, generally featuring a mother driving to drown her children in the river out of jealousy or despair, whose spirit then endlessly wanders and wailing for items often near water, and warning others, and sometimes trying to snatch children, with themes of loss, guilt, maternal sorrow, connecting the regional tales. Because I guess in this ghost story, with the woman drowning her children, she's doomed to all of eternity to grieve the loss of the children that she had drowned. Okay. Now, we'll move on from Llorona to number 3, and that is nature spirits. In brackets is Neakata, and that's from Cambodia. So yeah, we're going from South America to Asia, like Southeast Asia. Nature spirits, the Akatai, aren't just scary tales. They're virtual narrative about respecting the land and ancestors and unforeseen forces that govern nature, and bringing blessings like good harvests when honoring, but causing illness, accidents for misfortune if angered by disrespected or environmental disputes. Disputations. And with legends often referring heretic spirits like, hopefully that gets this name right, Lianjin, Vengeful spirits from violent deaths, and tales of possession and curses, serving as cultural warnings and meteorites between meteors between humans and the wildness. Okay, so that was a little different. The tale coming from Cambodia. Okay. Let's go from Southeast Asia to, well, staying in the same continent of Asia, but we're going from Southeast Asia to, I guess, the Middle East. Yeah. Number 4, that is Ope Rock as observation post rock. That's what it says in the brackets. And that's in Afghanistan. OP Rock. Service station post in Afghanistan's Phi Am province is known for ghost stories stemming from its local atop ancient battlegrounds, leading to reports of apparitions featuring in old uniforms, because if there's been battles over the history through Afghanistan's history, there's probably a change of military attire through history. And mystery lights and spot disembodied voices, sometimes in Russian, and strange radio static and feelings of being watched. Often attributed to restless spirits of fallen soldiers from various areas, making it a focal point for paranormal experiences during the U.S. occupation. And thank you, Anita. Yeah, I can see that with this ghost story that about the U.S. Because we know that in world history one time, the U.S. did occupy Afghanistan during the Afghan war. It was, so I can see there probably being some, since this OP rock is on top of a battleground, an ancient battleground. There probably was a lot of would have been a lot of soldiers over time had died because of war. Like we see in the United States, there's like a lot of battlegrounds over there that they have died, and there's been ghost reports of ghostly troops in battle, like they're still in like some of the, some of the reports are like Civil War soldiers. So it's like they're just doing what they're replaying that war over and over again. And there's like in Afghanistan, there's probably, since this is an ancient battleground, over time there's probably a lot of ghosts that are haunting it, that are just repeating whatever battle that they died in. Okay. Now, okay, we'll move on from the OP rock to number 5. And number 5 takes us way out of Asia completely. We're going to an island. So number 5 is Proagat patrol vessel, and that's in the Falkland Islands. Okay. The ghost story about the Falklands patrol vessel Proagat center on a tragic death where a crewman got stuck in a warp wire and leaping to strange occurrences like objects being pulled in the hole with known rumor of a ghost abroad, making people feel abuse from their bunkers. highlighting spectral tales from the island's history, maritime from the island's history's maritime history. So it's a part of that Falkland Islands history about this ghostly tale. I guess there must have been somebody that died and is still sticking around for all eternity. Okay, let's move on from the Falkland Islands, and we'll move right back to Africa. And that'll bring us to number 6, haunted homes, and that's from Algeria. Stories of haunted homes where objects are mysteriously moved or sounds are heard, such as significant houses between Oui and Sta Ouli. Yeah, that was a little short. I couldn't find much on the ghost stories, the haunted houses from Algeria. Just working with what I had found. Oh, okay. Well, let's move on to from Africa back to Southeast Asia, and that'll bring us to number 7, Phi Am, and that's from Laos. The Phi Am ghost story is a Southeast Asian folklore that is significantly with Lao and Thai traditions. Phi Am is a malevolent spirit that sits on a sleeping person's chest, causing insane pressure and inability to move or scream. So this is sleep paralyzed. There's a lot of stories about spirits that cause this sleep paralyze. And this is a nightmare, sometimes leaving bruises. Other detect as shadow figure or scary female. And this spirit's name is also the Thai word for sleep paralyzed. Used by locals and even medical professionals. Believers sometimes use tricks and like putting on lipstick or to ward her off by making her think they are women, and as she said, to target men. So the spirit mainly goes after men. Okay. Okay, let's go from Southeast Asia to Europe. At number 8, it is Mountain Apparitions from Andorra. Mountain Apparitions. Okay, let's try again. Andorra's mountain apparition ghost stories often involve, look at those three, Phi Am folklore, featuring fairies, witches, local souls, and protective spirits tied to specific locals like Lake Lasanders or ancient paths, with tales like the Piper of or Dino, protecting villages from wolves, and a white lady luring a greedy bishop, or eerie encounters nearing haunted spots tied to history or nature's magic. Most legends blend historical figures and local landmarks and supernatural elements, reflecting the deep connection between the Andorran people and their dramatic mountain landscape. Here we go. We got a ghost story connected to a mountain. We're almost seeing a thing in my nature here. This ghost story for 2025. Ghost stories for 2025 from season 3 of this channel. Okay. Let's move on. Let's move on from Europe to southern Africa. And that's in number 9, and it is the Skeleton Coast. From Namibia. Skeleton Coast ghost story is steamed from its treacherous nature, earning its names like the gates of hell, and filled with haunting shipwrecks like the Ardard, Bohalen Standard Inland, and tales of lost souls, including headless skeletons from an unknown vessel found from the crypt with a cryptic message. Plus, locals of lions roars and breakfasts singing sand and desert spirits, all reflecting humanity's struggle against the harsh Namibian desert and ocean. That sounds scary. Okay. We got 2 more ghost stories left. So, we will move on from southern Africa to Central Africa. So we're more or less staying in Africa, but moving around the board. That'll bring us to number 10, and that is Ghost Elephants of Lisima. Okay, hopefully I got that. And it's from Angola. The ghost of elephants of Lisima are legendary and giant elephants in Angola's highlands, and driven into hiding by civil war and becoming phantom-like due to trauma and their camouflage in mystery forces with local folklore and ancestral memory, holding their secrets. Explored and we're nearer has or here her Zoolog's documentary Ghost Elephants as scientists seek them to protect the virtual Vanago Basin. Okay. Okay. That's kind of interesting. We have a ghost story about an animal. A legendary animal. Okay, let's move on from Angola to to Oceania. So we got a couple islands in this, but so we're going to Oceania from Africa to Oceania. Okay. Mainly from Central Africa to Oceania. Okay. And that's in number 11. And it's Moqua Caves. In Nauru. The Moqua Caves with their labyrinth passageways, underground lakes are surrounding in mystery and legend. Local folklore speaks of spirits that dwell with the caves, and some adventurers reported hearing whispers and seeing shadowy figures moving in the darkness. The cave's natural beauty is post with an unsettling atmosphere, making it a fascinating spot for those interested in the paranormal. I'm just thinking this is probably a great spot for people that are into exploring caves. Perfect for you people that are into exploring caves or into the paranormal. There's a great spot for you. Just be cautious. Because there's a lot of stories of people never coming back from exploring caves. Okay, there you go. We heard about 11 11 ghost stories from 11 places around the world. So, yeah. Okay. Hopefully, everybody's having great holidays this month. Yeah, and hopefully you enjoyed this little ghost stories. 11 ghost stories. If you did enjoy these 11 ghost stories, you know the drill. Like and subscribe, and don't forget to comment, and don't forget to ring the bell. So, wherever you are, in the world, or what? So happy holidays. Kwanzaa or Hanukkah or wherever holidays you celebrate in December. And for the my Canadian watchers, hopefully you're safe during our little storm we've been having. Be safe. Don't be a fool out there. Don't danger yourself or others. No place is that important to go to during a blizzard. So, for now, till next week, I'm thinking maybe next week we might be scary things from the Georgian era Christmas. Not quite done the odd December holidays yet. So till next week, I will say goodbye for now. So goodbye.